Hello, everyone, and we are live finally. I am so sorry for keeping you all waiting. I got an unexpected visitor or visitors. A school sent in their senior primary to my office to celebrate with me on this World Sexual Purity Day. So they just left. They came in just at 3 minutes to 12 o'clock. It would have been tough to have this session with a bunch of children, running up and down the place. But so good to have you here. Happy World Sexual Purity Day. I know that some of us are hearing this day for the first time. You're hearing about this day for the first time. I heard about it also for the first time in 2019 when I was writing my book, Maintain Your White. I was the one I remember that started to carry out the campaign about purity. I mean, I had not seen anybody else. I usually would just hear people talk about virginity and all that. I started saying, no, there must be something that is bigger than virginity. Virginity is just one aspect of it. And then I started to talk about purity. The Lord opened my eyes to see, that He had prepared me for this assignment and all that. So I started that, and then I wanted to actually celebrate a day for purity. And I said, let me just Google. And I checked and I saw that, there was already a World Sexual Purity Day. One organization somewhere in the western part of Nigeria had set it up. And then I just blew it up. I started to do purity challenges. I started to do lots and loads of stuff on purity. Today, I'm so happy that so many other people have come up and are talking about purity and giving it the necessary attention that it deserves. So thank you again. I see you on Instagram, on Facebook. I see you on YouTube. God bless you, and thank you so much for joining me. So this is not my regular, but because it's World Sexual Purity Day, I decided to come live and have this broadcast and share to us about what I've titled The Business of Purity. Now, today is World Sexual Purity Day, and everybody's going to come up with their concept, their idea about what purity is. Some people are going to say, oh, this must be for girls only. Nope. Nope. Some are going to say this is going to be for teens only. Nope. Nope. As a matter of fact, purity begins even with us as parents, as adults, as influencers, as mentors, as pastors, as ministers, as influencers. Purity begins with us. The next generation is looking at us to understand what they should do part time. I want us to know that we must be ready to change the narrative, and to disrupt the normal, to disrupt and send packing the wrong. Not everything that is being said out there is right. How be it? If you don't know what is right, how do you now disrupt what is wrong? This is why I'm going to take my time to explain a few things so that it can help and empower us. I believe in empowerment. If you know something and it's not able to help you, of what use is it? All right. So when I remember growing up, and there was just this subtle assumption. I don't know if that was the same for you. Please let me know in the comment section. There was just this subtle, belief or assumption that purity was an option. It was an option from choices. There were too many choices, and then you can pick if you want to be pure or not. I don't know if that was how you grew up, but it was prevalent then that purity was for the chosen. They are this type of people. They are the ones that will stay pure. It was looking like it's not for us. When we're growing up, it was looking like purity was for girls. They're the ones that lose more. When I hear that thing, I just laugh. I still heard it recently. Somebody was saying that her mom said to her that she should not date anybody, she should not speak to anybody, because if anything happens, she will lose more because she's the girl. I say, who said so? The boys lose more. They just don't know. Check it. In the Bible says that, guys, don't give yourself to the harlot woman. She will make your destiny like bread. What is worse than that? Your entire destiny reduced to bread that if you put inside water is gone, and you say the girl loses more. You just see You just see the seen. You don't see the unseen. In the unseen, the boys lose more. They lose direction. They don't know. So they think. So they think that, you know, it's okay to just do as I like. Just make sure you don't get any girl pregnant. The girl, just make sure you don't get pregnant. What is it about pregnancy? Pregnancy is the only big deal about this whole purity talk. No, it's not. There's so many other things. We had this mindset then, for some people, not everybody, that look. So let me explain. In the way I'm saying options, I'm not, of course, all our parents wanted us to be pure, to get married pure, chaste, everything. But there was amongst us, I'm talking about amongst us as young people. If you try to stay pure and you cannot, you leave it. Say, Omo, I no get that kind of mind. Omo, I try, no work. That's what I mean by options. We made it look like if I try it and I cannot resist, I will give in. That's what I mean by option. We thought that it was a game, you just try. If it does not work, you just fall, But I want you to know that purity is a choice that you have to make and be willing to work. This is how to approach the conversation with your children. Your children don't have an option of it not working. That's what I mean. You need to let your children know that you see this purity, you will work it out. You cannot come and say, Mommy, I've done all I can. I've tried everything. I just don't know how to resist this girl. You have not tried everything, son. Son, you have not tried it all. That's why you cannot treat purity with kids' gloves. You just say, hey, this purity thought they're talking. Come and listen, come and listen to what this auntie is saying so that you hear, because what I've been talking since. No. Do your children have a purity plan? I remember that I was the first person, and I said it in my book, Maintain Your Wife. This book, I looked at this book today and I said, God, I thank you. This book is a masterpiece. It is timeless. Every time I read it, I relearn. So this is the purity manual for teenagers and preteens. It is also a sex conversation guide and starter for parents. So you're wondering, where do I even start from? All this purity talk. When I want to even say the word sex, there's a way it does my mouth. Come and read this book. It will help you. One day I had a girl analyze this book. She was talking about me. I didn't believe it was me. You see the way she was saying my story. I was like, God, I have suffered. Now, I decided to break it down for the preteens, and I gave them this, a preteen's guide to puberty. Then, of course, this is for the children. Same thing in Maintain Your White, but I broke it down in this, a child's guide to good body habits and boundaries. These books are books that your children need. You cannot do purity by assumption. You can't do purity by head knowledge. You need proper information and knowledge. Because sexual purity is not just, purity is not just an action or an inaction. Purity is self-preservation. Purity is life itself. When you reduce it to virginity, you have demoted the concept of purity. Please, let's stop demoting purity. Purity is supreme. Let's not reduce it to virginity is just an act of sexuality. No, purity is much more than that. If you go on the purity journey, you are preserving your life. In your mind, you're keeping yourself for your spouse. No, you are doing more than that. You are preserving your life. You are securing your destiny. Your children must understand this. But when you sit them down and the only thing you are saying in the conversation is how when you go to university, make sure you don't date. Oh, make sure you don't sleep with somebody. Don't put somebody in the family way. You have reduced the real juice from the entire process. Purity is a lifestyle. Purity is self-preservation. It is destiny securing. It is you securing your destiny to the extent that nothing touches it. Now, what is sexual purity? Because some people are even confused. I know and I understand. Sexual purity, a teenager defined it in such a way that I love. You know, when I go to speak to teenagers, I don't just start talking. I see it as an opportunity to learn myself. So I asked, what is purity? And then everybody was just talking. And then this boy said the most amazing definition I had I had heard up until that time. He said that purity, sexual purity, is a realm. Hey, maladada, is a realm where your body becomes one with the Lord. Full stop. I love it. What he's saying is that it is a realm. Purity is a realm where the state of your mind, your body, your actions, everything is in such a way that the Lord can live there. I had the teenagers on Sunday when we were celebrating World Sexual Purity Day at the Teens Mentoring Club. I said, can God stay inside your body with what you are watching? Can Jesus be inside you, God Almighty? Can he be with you and you are watching this, what you are watching? Tell me the truth. Some of them were looking down. That's why that definition makes sense. Can God be with you and you are listening to that thing you are listening to? Can God be inside your body? You know, you can visibly see him, feel him. He's there with you and you are listening to this thing. Can you think of those your thoughts? Can you think it with God inside it? Can God stay in your body without packing out? Because there are some people God has given them quick notice. I'm getting out, I'm leaving you. Mothers, fathers, your children are not there. Nobody's there. Pastor is not there. Everybody's not there. Congregation members are not there. You know what you are watching. Can God stay in your body and be comfortable? Can God stay in your body without packing out? If yes, you are pure. Just leave it like that. No more definition. A state, a realm where everything about your body is in sync with God. See, purity is deep. You see why I say we should not reduce it to virginity. Purity is deep. What you see, what you hear, you are mindful of what you're touching, what you are tasting. Before, we used to just talk about what you see, what you hear, what you think of. Now it's also what you touch and what you taste. It's part of purity. It is part of purity. Because if you go and taste drugs, you taste alcohol, you're drinking these things, it affects your mood, your emotions, your feelings, your decisions, and then you will end up doing nonsense because you are not okay. So that's where it starts from. It starts from being mindful of what you taste, what you touch. Some girls now, some boys, they say, oh, we want to still be virgins when we get married, so we can do all other things except the main act of sex. So what are we talking about? We have grown past the main act. Do you know that young people now are doing oral sex and they say that it's not sex, that this one is not that one, so they are still virgins, so it's okay? I don't understand. You have used your body to rub, to touch, to taste, to do all sorts of things, and then you say because you did not have sexual intercourse, you are still pure. You are not. What your mouth will lick, you are not pure. You have been depured. You have been depurified. You are depured. Add that to our dictionary. You have been depurified. You know what I'm talking about. You are licking. You are touching. You are smooshing. You're listening. You're touching yourself. You now say you're pure. You are depurified. You are watching porn. You say, I don't have a girlfriend. No, I don't have a boyfriend. No, I'm just on my own. No, I'm a good girl. I'm a good boy. But you know what you are watching. You are being depurified. It's the same thing. Now, the business of purity, or purity as a business. I see purity as a business that must be marketed. Purity is not just something that you just announce. Purity is not an announcement. Purity is not like a profession, a career. It's something that is business. You trade it. That's why you see sometimes somebody is working a purity journey. After some time, the person gives up and stops. Because that's how business is. You can start a business today and stop tomorrow. It's not supposed to be, but that is how it is. And every business has to do with exchange of products, exchange of services, buying and selling for profit. Please add profit. That's why my t-shirt says purity is pretty, peaceful and profitable. Yes, purity is profitable. There is profit in it. That is why it is a business. And for me, if you don't highlight the profits and the gains of purity, your children will not buy that product. When they go to the marketplace, they will not choose it. They will take immorality. Why? Immorality feeds their senses, their emotions. It makes them feel good. They feel good feeling. Dopamine and all that is released when they're touching something that is immoral, when they are watching something that is immoral, when they are tasting something that is not pure. It is sweet to the senses. It is sweet to be hugged and touched and caressed. It is sweet. Let's not even begin to deceive. It is sweet. So, what do you now say to this child that will make this child understand that I need to stay pure, regardless of what everybody is saying and regardless of what my senses are saying? What do you say to this child? Because whether you like it or not, there's a battle. Now, that battle is happening in the mind. Please listen. It's not just the mind as per the mind in our bodies, which is part of it. It's also the medium. The medium. The media. Good afternoon, ma'am. I see the mothers in the Girls' Home are here. And whenever they come, I'm always excited. Super welcome to you guys. I celebrate you. Hope my queens are doing good. Today, I know you guys are going to drag them a lot. I say, come and hear talk. It's okay. I permit you today. Because this purity, you have to talk about it. Now, the mind is so powerful that when you look at the media, please, I want you to listen to this. The media is a medium of information. The media knows that the mind is the marketplace. When they say, let's go to market and buy products for sale, it's the mind they are going to. So what does the media do? The media targets the mind. Then what do? We target. I don't even know what we target. Sometimes I don't even know what we really target. We target the ego. Just come and live pure. Don't come and disgrace me. You're targeting title. You're targeting status. You're targeting titles. That's what you're targeting. But the media is targeting their minds. The message they are sending is a message of corruption. Because they know that they don't need to tell them, go and sleep with somebody. Once they just bring one erotic song and dance, automatically they'll go and have the test. They'll just tell you that my body, my mood. They say, what is doing me? Especially the girls. You know my girls now. They say, it's just how I feel. Bam. That's all. The media did not say go and do it though. That's not what the media said. The media just intentionally targeted the message through their videos, their movies, their songs, their posts. That's what they send to our children in the marketplace. What are we sending? What are we sending? Every day you see this. I'm not judging, but you see the people that we say we don't want our children to end up like. People that are transgender, bisexual. Every day you see their following is growing. It's growing. We're following them. Parents are following. Go there, you will see them. Check all these people. They are growing. Somebody was a man, now becomes a woman. Go and check. He has almost 1 million followers. Check people, what we are doing. We are shouting every day. We are trying to, get content and You will be seeing people, who is she? What is she? They'll be judging. They'll tell me not to judge, but they will judge me. They will judge us, the coaches, the mentors that are working tirelessly every day to create content for your children to assimilate, to imbibe, to receive, and on their own make a decision to stay pure. You'll be saying, what are they talking? They want to collect our money. But you're paying, using your data to follow them. And then you now say the world has changed. The world is going to change more. Because these people out there are very sensible. This is what the Bible says, that the children of this world are wiser. Why should companies that believe in chastity, in purity, in godliness, why can't they come and say, look at Etima, this work that you're doing, take 10 million naira, create programs, create products, create books, distribute them, go around to, I am available. I am not the only one. There are so many other coaches and mentors looking for opportunities, looking for platforms, looking for places to go and reach out to these children. But we're just sitting out here. Why are they always collecting money now? Must they collect money? Why are they collecting money? We are the ones, so we are the ones empowering our competition. Social media is our competition. Netflix has finally become our competition. I am sorry I have to mention. Not just Netflix, all these social media. Look, if you have 360 channels, the 360 channels are all your competition. All of them. If you have 58 radio stations, all of them are your competition. They are the ones coming to the market to trade. They are looking for your child's attention. They are the ones trading. All the billboards you see, any billboard you see standing up, that's your potential competition. Because soon they'll remove that what's it called, church conference. They'll put the one that they want your child to see, and your child is passing there every day. Is it not part of what they see? So I'm calling out to us as parents on this day. Let us be intentional. And it's not just about your child alone. You know, we have this, hey, let me just come and train my child. Oh, my child is good. My child is good. It's your own that is bad. My child cannot try that. Who told you? One day I told a group of parents, I said, anybody, I talked like Jesus that day. I say, anybody that tells me right now that your child cannot do this thing that these regular teenagers are doing, raise up your hand. I'll show you your child's video. Whether your child is in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, I'll show you a video. People were looking like this. Nobody wanted to look at me. I said, no, look at me now, because I've been hearing those things. Oh, this person, my child cannot try it. My child, who told you your child cannot try what? In this generation, I can't even say my child cannot. How? We do our best, but to come and think that because you're doing so well with your child, how do you even know what well you are doing? How do you know? This is why we must collectively come together. I'm calling out to everybody, everyone, whether you're married, you're single, you have teenagers, I'm calling out to you too. The media does not love your children. You see all this take. You give your children phone as achievement. I see the way the teenagers come to my program. They come with an attitude. This kind, I have iPhone. I have the latest. They have that attitude, and I'm pitying them. I'm like, hey, this one doesn't even know. Easy prey. The porn stars. No, not the porn stars. The porn vendors. The music industry, entertainment industry. How do you think they're going to make money? Let me laugh. Like, seriously, you think they just came to entertain you on social media? They came to cash out. Do your research. The highest earning industry is currently the entertainment industry. That is why nudity is selling. You don't know? That is why girls are selling their sites that you can upload your pictures and you earn at the end of the month. There's a girl I saw, she earns about $3,000 something every month for displaying her nudes on that site. So you're here saying, I don't even understand all these people that are talking. I don't have money. I don't have. These people are their strategy is different. So they're going to just put it out there for free. In your mind, it's for free. But you don't know that where they will benefit from it, they will hit you below the belt. And see where the problem is. The problem is that when these things come to the minds of our children, they come in through the body. Man is made up of body, soul, and spirit. They come in through parts of the body, like the eyes, the ears, and then they go in, they pass through the mind and get to the spirit. Now, in the mind, they are not just in the conscious mind. The first time, fine, conscious, you just look at it, you pass. But because these people they're so strategic. You can see one ad is running, they spend millions and billions to push it out there. Your child continually sees it and sees it. Guess where it goes to go and rest? Subconscious. The subconscious part of the mind is the part of the mind that downloads, not paste, copy and paste though. It downloads everything that the conscious mind has seen. It downloads it, then it just keeps it there. Bam. It's like the hard drive of your mind, of your life. The subconscious mind, right? That's why when you see some teenagers, they're 10 years old, preteens, even 10, 9, they're already addicted to porn. Why? They watched it. The thing has now come to the extent that it is inside the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is like an iceberg that is buried deep below the sea. You now come and say you are cutting the top. I'm cutting the top of the ice. I'm just cutting the top. What happened to the one under? So when our children see these things, you just give them all these gadgets, just give them all these things, you just say so that they'll just be quiet. And that's what is this generation. Somebody told me, that is this your generation now. Do we have a choice? You have a choice, sir. You can't just hand down these things to your children. You are setting them up for self-destruction. They will destroy themselves with their hands. I met a girl. She would say she would have sex, and the first sex she would have would be oral sex. And I'm saying, why? Have you ever done it before? No. Who taught you? Nobody. But guess what? I realized that she had watched porn several years ago. See what happens to us parents. Your child watches porn. You catch your child watching porn. You now pray, you now bind, you now loose, you now call one auntie in church or one uncle, one coach somewhere. The person will just talk to the child, talk to this child though. You say, okay, it's okay now. The child, my daughter is doing it, she's now very okay. And you forget that everything that your child watched in that porn was deposited in her subconscious. So in 3 years' time, boom, it will pop out. And she will have oral sex. That's it. There's no other way to say it. I'm sorry, I just have to be this blunt. Sorry. Your son will be in class and put his hand in a girl's bum bum. In SS3. He will do it in SS3. But when he watched porn, he was in primary 3. He said he has stopped, he's not a good boy. It's not. The thing was just buried, waiting for the appropriate time and place to come out. It did not go. Be sincere. The illicit things you watched as a child, have you forgotten them? Most of them. Have you forgotten? We used to use blood of Jesus as auto wash, I know. But there are some, the blood of Jesus will wash. There are some where they read the blood of Jesus, say, let me use that and be washing all that things. Let's leave this one. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean. This is why you must guard. You see this guarding, I'm telling you to guard. Guard it like your life depends on it. This handover of your phone. I met a boy on camp. He watched porn on his father's phone. He used his father's phone to watch porn. He will carry the phone, he will carry the phone, he will go to this. He already knows the site now. His friends have already told him the site. So my child does not have a phone. It's not what we should be clapping for you for. Your child does not have a phone, does not mean they can use your phone. These things are everywhere. So this brings me to my second point. The first point is that we must be very intentional about what we allow into the mind and out of the mind. The second point is in creating intentionally creating a system of purity for our children. You can actually create it. Somebody was asking that, so if the subconscious mind is like a hard drive, and you don't even know what do you do with a hard drive that has downloaded everything? What do you do? Sometimes you have to change the entire hard drive because they delete it itself. It's hard. You have to change the entire program. Sometimes even in our laptop, the internal drive, the thing would have gone to hide somewhere there. To change it could be tough, but it is possible. So what do? You have to start refilling. You have to start empowering. That's why it upsets me when we just say purity. We just share the purity message like this, like, what's there in this thing? Purity. Somebody told me once I should go and open a school of purity. I had a good laugh. The person told that he was a teenager. Sammy, I can't forget him. Sammy said, Antetima, you need to open a school of purity for us. We'll go from SS1 to SS3. I had a very good laugh. But I get it. That's how serious we have made purity to be. Purity is not something we can just come and sit down today on what purity and just talk about and that's it. No, it's deep. It's a lot. If you don't give these children the advantage of the following things, what they are watching, what they are listening to, where they are schooling, where they are living, who they are following online, who they are hanging out with. If you don't give them this advantage, if you don't have these conversations, if you don't set up a plan, your children cannot stay pure. Quote me. My name is Antetima. Just say Antetima that said this thing. I will not deny it. Do you know there are certain parts of the world I cannot live in without spiritual? The spiritual one. I cannot live in those nations. Because it will happen like it happened to Lot and his daughters. And they were living in Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, did they follow them to do it? They didn't follow them to be homosexuals. Now, they did not follow when they were there. But what happened? After God will rescue Lot, Lot's daughters will drug him and will sleep with him. Where did they learn it from? No, why did she say we should train up a child in a way they should go? We have trained now. We are trained. Every day we do morning devotion, we do Bible school, we do all these things. Yes, we do it, but you are living in an environment of immorality. You now say, my child cannot deviate. Even if he deviates, he will come back. And that's the coming back. Now, today we now have the Moabites. They are the ones that will not let the children of God to rest. The Moabites, the Zoabites, the Jebusites, they all the sites. It's from Lot's daughters. How did they see? I keep wondering, how did it even come into your head that you were going to sleep with your father? Where did that level of immorality come from? Came by observation. In the marketplace, when they came to the marketplace, they were looking around. They were seeing men sleeping with men. They were seeing women sleeping with women. They were seeing father sleeping with house help sleeping with. It was all around them. So when they left that place, it left with them. The thing, when they saw it, it went and landed into their subconscious and just waited for the right time. So you see those things you are doing, you are hiding. Your child knows they are just waiting for the right time. When you are making choice of where to live, we don't consider these things. When you're choosing where your child will school, we don't check it. Good school, they make WAEC, they write Cambridge, they do well done. You are doing well. This place will give them opportunity to do well in life, to work in a good place, international company. Continue. That's all you're checking. It's good, but it's not enough. Have you checked the morality quotient of that place? Have you checked the chastity quotient? We have not even come to purity. Let's say we start with morals. Have you checked? And I say, no, 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 what I've put in my child cannot. I hail you. What temptation that you cannot resist? You say 17-year-old should go and resist it. I've shared with us how my daughter is doing her gap year. The school she wants to go to, the place she's going to school, we have started scanning for the morality quotient of that place. I've sent a team. The school is in Lagos. I've sent a team member. Ma, help me go and check that place. I want to know the number of clubs. I want to know the Airbnb. I want to know the hangout, the joints. I want to know what do the young people around that place, what do they do? Is there a market there? Are they lounges? You know, these lounge, are they? Check it for me. Check it. Let me know what I'm dealing with, please. I beg. I hate deceiving myself. So that's you see why we should not rush children into school. You see why we should not rush to take decisions. Check. The world has gone past. You're just checking based on finances, you're checking based on status. Oh, my child is schooling in this country. You have never even gone to the country. That's the word. Those type of parents, the day I catch, I'll put you in purity, in the purity prison. That's where I'll put you. You have not gone to a city. You have not gone to a country. You have not gone to the school. You have not gone to that environment. You don't know whether that place is drug released. You have not gone. You just stayed here, bought tickets. You shipped your child. When you go, you now be saying on the phone, don't forget whose child you are. Whose child are they? You think they want to? I've dealt with thousands of teenagers. They do these things from a shared place of ignorance. Quote me again. Every teenager that you see sleeping around and messing around with their bodies, it is a function of ignorance, first class one. They don't know. You think they know. You say, but I've been teaching them. You did not teach them well. Don't you know that your math teacher? Can't you remember your math teacher in school? You did not understand anything in math because you were not teaching you well. When they changed him, all of a sudden, math now looked easy. Why? Who taught and what they taught? So be careful. Now, my children, we have a code in my house. If I say, what is if I say, is that place purity compliant? My children in boarding house, if I say, is the boarding house purity compliant? My children know what I mean. Is it compliant? Is it kind of? If I ask about a particular school, because let me tell us something. The best person to tell you about the purity status or the morality status of a school is not another parent. Please be not deceived. It's not the owners of the school. It's not the management of the school. It's not even your children in the school. It is the other students or mentors. There are some schools in Abuja I've recommended parents to go to. I've never been there. But I know so much about the school. Why? My mentees now. There are two of those schools I used to recommend them. I've stopped recommending them. Why? My same mentees, they are the kind of things that happen in our school. I cancelled them. I blacklisted the schools. So I want to know about my children's school. I won't hear the information from my children. I'll hear it from other children who don't even know my children are there. When we just go, I asked a question online. Mention top 10 Abuja schools. I was just seeing schools. I was just laughing. Hey, Jesus. There was a particular school people were mentioned. Somebody was busy talking because in this school, they do this, they have all A's. And if you hear what I heard about that school, my teenagers were telling me how they have sex in class in that school. It's the religious school. In class, I used to hear of other places behind biology lab, behind hostel block, behind the home economics lab, behind chapel. This one in class in that same school. When I say do your research, I mean do your research to the latter. Pay somebody if you need to pay and say, give me the 411 of this school. I'm not saying that there's a school that is perfect. But they say where the system and the structure of a school will be, it will encourage these things. I asked my teenagers on Sunday when we were celebrating Sexual Purity Day, the girls, I asked them that on a scale of 0 to 10, tell me the state of purity in your class. One said 5. One said 2. Another one that came said, you say what? 0. One said, no, it's not 0. Minus. But if you ask her parents, she said, oh, going to school. Oh, you should bring your child to school. I was in tears. On Sunday, I was in tears. They were telling me the kind of thing, the way they touch each other's private parts, they were openly. These things have been happening, but my problem is how open it is now happening. In our days, a few years ago, people will hide to do these things. It's only when it goes wrong that we all hear. Somebody is shouting, Ma. I'm talking about in the open. That's what made me afraid. In the open. So I've been doing a campaign, going to my girls' school, the girls in the girls' hall. By the way, if your daughter is not in the girls' hall, I don't know what you're waiting for. The slots are fast filling up. We have almost 120 people that have sealed their slots. You need to steal yours and get in immediately. And my girls are like, Auntie, come to my school. Auntie, come to my school. When you come, they're even giving me some expo. When you come, do this, check this, ask this, you hear this. But we are sitting down like, oh no, their fees are good. They eat 5 times in a day. Their teacher, are you serious? One of them even said that, Ma, do you know why you will not hear these things? Because before PTA or open day start, our principal comes and says that make sure you keep what is supposed to be with us, keep it with us. Zip up. So that they are not standing, no matter what you say in my school, they will not talk. We have a zip up code. I'm talking about Bible believing schools. Normalize nonsense. Exactly. So you see that we have to stand up, right? We see that we have work, right? Go and sell to your children the concept about purity in such a way that on their own, they will say, I'm not listening to this and I'm not watching this. I'm not doing this. I'm not touching this. I won't let anybody touch me. I won't lick this. I won't taste this. Let them understand that when this thing comes to your mind, you have a problem in the future because it will not go. You'll be born again. Yes, it will still not go. It will be there. And guess what? It is distracting. It is disruptive. It will disrupt your entire life process. It will change the way you see things. It makes them not to be able to trust people. It makes them not to be able to think through their actions. It makes them to make wrong choices. Why? What they have taken in, all the rubbish they have taken in. Do you know that now these young people feel like it's not even possible? You can't even stay pure. What's that? When everybody's there. Now we're seeing the one I heard that they were having sex in class were 2 girls. When I shared a video on the Help Your Daughter series, if you're not in that those 2 platforms are hot. When I shared that video, it was a video of some teenagers in South Africa. It's okay, I'm bisexual, I'm lesbian, I'm trans, I'm gay. It was looking like fun. We're even saying on the group that these ones are just catching cruise. When I heard that 2 girls were making out behind some chairs in the classroom where they were having fellowship, I broke down. In Abuja, it's worse in Lagos. If I come to Lagos, give me 1 week, I'll give you Lagos stories. 1 week, too much. I will download Lagos stories to you because I will get it. So you see that now you cannot be telling your child, it's not good for you to have phone. No, it's not good. It's not good for you to have phone because when you have phone, there are bad things on the social media. Is that you have not started? Is that how to pass the information? Look, let me tell you something. I want your goal, dear parents. I want your goals to be to give education, not information. Give awareness, not just awareness, give ability. Don't just give, you're now aware of these things. Give an ability, give an empowerment that your girl knows that this thing is wrong. And even though I want to do it, even though it makes me feel good, I will not do it because I know that if I watch this, I'm not going to forget about this movie for many years to come. We met a girl when we went for one program once. If you see this girl, she looks like a nerd. You know, this kind of very, we used to call them Sabinos those days. She looks like she's so serious. She just concentrated. She loves academics, good girl kind of look. After the program, she came, she was shouting, crying, help me, ma, help me, ma. Mom, I'm addicted to porn. When my teacher is teaching, I don't see anything, I don't hear anything. All I'm picking are just the videos and pictures that I've been watching. I say, you're welcome. You, Abby, you see that's now self-destruction. Is it you is destroying? No, it's destroying them. She's hiding to watch those things. She knows that those things are not good. That's the information. It's not good to watch porn, no, she knows it. But the education is when she understands that when you see porn, you delete, you unfollow, you block. That's the education. The education is that before you fall into sexual temptation, you have a plan. There's a purity plan in this book. It's a guide. When I give it to teenagers, I tell them, draft your purity plan. Use mine as a guide, and then draft yours, craft yours. You don't wait when problem comes. You not start running. What is happening? That you just give information. You see that short clips that we used to celebrate World Sexual Purity Day. The teenagers, I educated them. After educating them, they picked one lesson. One says, run, don't talk. Yes, that's not information. It is what she's going to do when she finds herself in that kind of circumstance. Follow who no road. That's what one of them said. Follow no road. That is follow a mentor. A mentor knows road. Choose the mentor. Me, I know road. I don't know about others. I can recommend a few people that know road. I'm one of them. I know road. I get road, sir. I have road. So it is important. Don't be abusing, castigating, and judging the media. They are doing their work. You, what is your own work? Can't you come and say, man, we want to partner with you? Can you bring a storyline? Let's do a series. There was this series that was on YouTube. It's a series about teenagers. It was Pastor Abel Damina's daughters. I don't know if someone can remind me of the name. It's a movie strictly teenagers. You know, they had this school setting and all that. It was a very beautiful, series. Teenagers loved it a lot. We need more of this kind of content. Why don't we have a teen flick? A teen flick. It's only Netflix. I hear there's Pure Flix. Pure Flix is the purer version of Netflix. That's what we're talking about. We're just judging the media. Okay, so what should our children watch? You see people doing things, encourage them, bring your money. Because the people that go to Guinness, that go to all these, alcohol companies and the rest, they go with money. They're not going with mouth and tongues. They're not doing like that. Oh, bring this money out and let us do this work. Some people have the money, some people have the expertise, some people have the ideas, some people have the manpower. Some people are the manpower themselves. All of us, let us gather here. Let's gather for safety and let's move. Let our children, I'm making this appeal, and if God helps us, and this video gets into the hands of the people that God has prepared, let us come together and create our own media, our own style, our own. See, let me mention before I forget. You call what they are doing entertainment. Miles Monroe says it's not entertainment, it is containment. What did I say? Containment. Why? Through the media, through the so-called entertainment, they are contained, they are gaining ground in the minds of our children. So they enter there, bam. The messages, the music, the videos, They are taking up space in the minds of your children in such a way that when you come and tell them that stay pure, keep yourself to your mind, they're like, what's that? Because there's no space. These people have contained their minds. Can we begin to contain positively? You recommend a 7+ movie for children, you will see sexual sin. I don't know what we're going to do again. You will see 7+, 10+. Even you as an adult, you cannot sit and watch. Even some Christian movies, you will see sexual sins. What are we going to do? Are we going to just keep sitting down and saying, no, my child is okay, my child cannot do this? Who told you? It's all around the world. We're facing the same thing. You open social media, you open TikTok, everything is trash. For some of them, they are working on the mind so much that they won't show you the sexual act as it is. They'll just show you somebody like this. You know that this person just has sex. I mean, it's very simple. The child already just does the calculation in his head. So we need more material. We are writing books. Why are we not having companies that say, Tetima, like this, maintain your wife? Why is it not in a movie? I'm not a movie person, but I'm an author. Why can't we have people that say, bring this your story, let's act it, let's show it in cinemas, let teenagers watch? Why can't we? Must one person do it and die doing it? You're a good storyteller. Why are you not bringing your stories to us to write, to add it with the self-development nuggets that we have, and then work together, send it out to schools? Why are we not having 1 million books of this kind of purity books in schools? Why are we not having it? People are spending money on trash. I'm sorry, it is trash. Because at the end of it all, your child's mind will be contained. It will contain rubbish, junk. Some things inside our children's mind are all junk. Influencers listening to me, please help us carry the purity message. Now it's looking like, oh, we are trending, we have plenty followers. Tomorrow, your children will be victims of immorality. Yes, the pedophiles is a form of immorality. Now we're having some, group some, everything some, orgies. Your child that you have heavily invested in, education-wise, provisions, everything, shelter, way of life, you will hear that your child had threesome and it was videoed and put online. Then you're an influencer, you're a celeb. How would you feel? So you see that all of us are in this together. Pastor, sir, GO is the same feeling. You'll be preaching on the altar, and somebody will say, who is this person talking? Is this not the child? Or the child did? You know now, they video it. Any small thing they are videoed. The other day I was telling my daughter, she went for a birthday party, her friend's birthday party. Before the end of the day, somebody sent me her video. I saw that, I said, good. I said, this is it. I've been saying it. So good for, hey, mommy, who told you? I said, forget it. You're not exempted. My daughter. Thank God I knew where she was going. Thank God I knew who she was with. Thank God I knew what was going on. What if I didn't know? I'll just be sitting down, and the way I'm getting other people, you see why I say I cannot say my own cannot. I'll just be sitting down and I will be getting it. So nobody's exempted. All of us are in this together. Everybody. The good, the bad, the ugly, the rich, the poor, the average. We're in this together. Let us join our hands and create a system that would help our children stay pure. That will help our children trade purity. Because they want to preserve their lives and not destroy it. Now it's sweetening us to we'll come to social media. A girl said, why is her boyfriend not sleeping with her? Is he impotent? We'll be celebrating. Some people were saying on social media the other day, is it that strippers? We're glorifying strippers because they expelled the girl who was doing a TikTok video, like twerking and all that. People were now judging. I'm laughing. So now it's sweetening us. That's how it is. The senses are pleasurable. The senses, they're sweet, emotional pleasure, emotional, happiness. You like it, it's good now. But guess what? Soon it will reap corruption. That's what the Bible says. And what the Bible says is always true. It always comes to pass. It might take time, but it would come to pass. The Bible says if you reap of the flesh, if you reap of the senses, if you reap into pleasure, you will reap corruption, ma. Sir, that's what you reap. It doesn't matter who you are. You can see all this nonsense they're talking, all this godly people, nonsense, religious buhaha. Call us names. It's fine. But we'll all be alive to see us reap the fruit of where we have sown. Time for us to pay attention to the minds of our children, of our teenagers. That is where the business is. Don't just target her actions, because when they are with you, they will act accordingly. You just cooperate. My mommy does not like you cooperate. When they leave you, they will do what is in their mind. So the main target is their mind, which is why, again, I'll recommend my books, Maintain Your Wife, A Child's Guide to Good Body Habits and Boundaries, and A Preteen's Guide to Puberty. What you need to know about your body, boundaries, and sexuality. I recommend those books to help the minds of our children. I recommend the Girls Hub. In the Girls Hub, don't think it's sexual purity we're talking about, though. It's only 1 out of 10. 10% is purity. The remaining 90 is mind work. It's mind work now. Because everything, the decisions that are taken come from the mind. And a wise man once said that who controls the mind controls the man. Did you get that? Who controls the mind? What controls the mind is what is controlling the human being. So the mind is the target. If we can get to have our teen flicks, get to have our purity flicks, get to have our morality flicks, chaste flicks, all the flicks that are good, better for us. I'm done. I hope you have gotten new energy to go and speak to your children. Not speak, please, because speaking is just informing. I hope you have gotten tools to empower. I believe in empowering, giving them the tools, giving them the strategies that they need to say no, to flee, to reject, to stop, to delete. That is what this conversation has been about. Because it is only when they do that that we can say that, yes, my child is profiting from purity. Because my child was able to resist. My child was able to run. My child was able to say no. That is the profit. Self-preservation, that is the profit. Destiny is securing, that is the profit. That your child can secure that is the profit. So thank you so much. Don't forget, we're also having the Emotions Mastery class this weekend. The Emotions Mastery class is the class that will help your girls and your boys. We're opening that class to boys as well. Come and learn how to master your emotions. Remember, your emotions are part of your mind. Your emotions, your mind, your will, all of it is part of your soul. So we're trying to help these children begin to deal with it like masters. So that when they go out there, they are not unaware, they are not weak, they are not confused. They know what to do, when to do it, and how to go about it. That's what it is. So still reach out to the number scrolling 08098800339. That class is just 5K. Pay for your children, pay for their friends. Everybody sit down after the class, do a review. Make sure that they get it. That's the idea. And then, of course, for the Girls Hub, we're going to see you in the chambers in 2024. Ages 6 to 8, ages 9 to 13, 14 to 18, undergraduate, and boarders. Boarders have their session with us as well. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Purity Day. God bless you. I celebrate you. Bye.